So as we all know, trying to share Revit models with our remote office staff and consultants is a real chore. I'd like to propose to you today a couple of solutions from CSG, our CSG BIM Cloud and the CSG BIM Center. So what I'd like to do is just take you through how each are set up and then talk about our proof of concept and pricing, and then I'll finish up with my contact information if you'd like to contact me directly. Our CSG BIM Cloud setup is based on Riverbed's Steelhead WAN accelerator technology, and the process is actually quite simple. We have a cloud server where your project folder is stored. We have a Steelhead WAN accelerator in front of that cloud server and a license server for Steelhead Mobile. Each user on the project gets a license of Steelhead Mobile. This is a software client, sits on your machine. We don't install any hardware to your network. It's a software client only. We provide you a VPN connection to your project folder on our server, and the acceleration occurs between your Steelhead Mobile and our Steelhead appliance. So whether all of these users are from your own company or you have some consultants as well, the point here is we fully support Revit's model-centric workflow and allow you to store your Revit model on your project folder on our server and give your entire team accelerated access to that Revit model so you're all working on it together. The BIM Center, there's nothing proprietary about what we're doing here. So the BIM Center is designed to allow you to host the model yourself. So the BIM Center includes a Steelhead appliance with the Steelhead mobile software, which we install on your network, and then you provide your remote users and your consultants with Steelhead mobile from your own controller, and they access the model from your server. Keep in mind, we don't make any changes to your local users. They're still accessing the Revit model from that local server. We're simply taking that existing LAN-based workflow and we're extending it out to your WAN users. Very simple to set up. So we've come up with our simplified pricing model for the CSG BIM Cloud. Our charge is $175 per month. There are no minimums of time or quantity. For that $175 a month, you get a 10 gig project folder on our server, and you get licenses for up to 3 users. So 3 mobile accelerators for the $175 per month. If you're working with a consultant, we would charge each of you this fee, and each of you would have up to 3 users included. If you needed additional users, for those above 3, we charge an additional $75 per month, and we have a one-time only setup fee of $145 per user. Again, no hardware is installed on anybody's network. For the BIM Center, if you want to buy this and host it yourself, it's just less than $18,000 and includes the Steelhead accelerator that you'll need, as well as 10 concurrent licenses of Steelhead Mobile. Keep in mind, these are concurrent licenses. 10 is the minimum entry point. If you need additional beyond that, you can add them in packs of 10 up to a total of 100. You own this, so you can repeat this process for all future projects and project teams. There is an annual maintenance of just under $2,500 a year, and that includes support, software upgrades, as well as replacement should the device happen to fail. But it includes all the setup fees and assistance that you'll need from us to get this going, and we'll use your existing corporate firewall and VPN to get this all set up for you. We do offer a proof of concept on both the CSG BIM Cloud and the CSG BIM Center. So we really like you to be able to see this working and provide what we call near land speed access to your Revit models. What I mean by near land speed access, I'll give you an example. This past summer, June of 2014, I attended the National AIA show in Chicago, and I was doing live demos of opening a Revit model, which was about 115 meg, from the BIM Cloud server that I have set up here in Michigan. And I was opening that model fairly consistently in about 35 seconds. To open that model from my local C drive was in the neighborhood of 28 seconds. So we're talking near land speed, and that's the kind of performance that you can expect. So just some advantages of our service. It's very simple to set up. We're not using remote desktop or any kind of copying or file conversion. We're simply taking that land-based workflow and extending that out to those remote users, not making any changes to how you're using Revit. We're utilizing your hardware and your software, your Revit software that you've already invested in. We're just providing you with that accelerated connection to the project folder where you can really work on your Revit model from wherever you can get access to the internet. We have the advantage of being a project-based, our CSG BIM Cloud. So if you have a project 6 months, use it for 6 months. If you don't have another project that you need this kind of sharing, we'll simply turn off your access. 3 months later, if you get another project, we'll just simply turn it back on for you. The enterprise version, the BIM Center, you own it, so you can repeat this process over and over. I've made this point several times throughout the presentation, but we're taking your land-based workflow and just extending that to your remote users, giving everybody access to that Revit model all at once without anybody copying or anything like that. It is a perfect solution to bring in your consultants because we're not installing any hardware on anybody's network. We're just providing client access software and acceleration software for your consultants, and they can work on this Revit model with you. Again, no network changes. We don't touch any of your servers or anything like that. It's a very simple setup, very simple process. And the proof of concept. So you don't have to commit to it up front and hope it works. We'll set it up for you and show you how it works, and then we go from there. You can accept the hardware if you're going to keep it, the BIM Center, and set this up and host it yourself, or our BIM Cloud service will show you how it works, and then we can move forward with billing after you've seen how it works. So my contact information is here. If you're interested in discussing our CSG BIM Cloud or our CSG BIM Center, please feel free to give me a call or shoot me an email.